Fired.
Nothing. I was great coaches, and I just listened to what they said. I got to thank Edmund, Leo, Manny, Gokor, Gene, everybody over at Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu helped me out. Nick and Nate, Richard Perez, Cedar Wagner, thank you for the help. Everybody that I forgot, I'm sorry. Love you guys. Appreciate all the help, and thank you, Sarah. You're an amazing athlete, and thank you. I respect you.
Cyborg obviously still under suspension, but even though you're the champion, you have her in your crosshairs.
Yeah.
So you want Cyborg next?
Was the first part not clear enough? I was shouting it, dude.
Take us to why do you think you've been so dominant at one move, the armbar? I know your mother, the first American woman to win the world championships, drilled it into you when you were young, but it's so automatic for you.
Well, if your mom woke you up in the morning jumping on top of you and being like, oh, is he ready? Armbar now! I mean, that's kind of like how it gets ingrained in your brain. She would wake me up from sleep to do armbars, you know? It's just the kind of things you think, oh, my parents are so mean, and they say, oh, one day you'll be grateful, and you're like, no way it'll happen. Well, she's right. I'm grateful.
All right, let's bring in the former Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight Champion, Sarah KAUFMAN. Sarah, obviously things didn't go your way tonight. Talk about what happened.
Ronda put on a great performance. I'm embarrassed by my performance. I don't really know what else to say. Ronda did a great job. She got the armbar. I defended it. She continued with it. I defended it. She continued with it, and she ended up getting it. So I'm really disappointed. I really wanted to land some really good quality strikes, but it didn't happen tonight.
All right, one more time. Let's hear it for the Strikeforce Women's Bantamweight Champion, undefeated, undisputed, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. Well, let's go back to cage side.
Well, Pat, when I heard she was training with the Diaz brothers, I knew right away that KAUFMAN was going to be in serious trouble. You know, the stance that they stand in, very tall, where they grab the head right after throwing a big punch, that's exactly what Ronda Rousey needed to do in this fight.
Right, and hats need to go off, too. Manny Gambari and Gokar Shavitsi and all those guys are great, great grappling coaches.
And let's look at an armbar. Full speed, full time. This is exactly what happened. Ronda just stayed on. Look at that big right hand. That forced KAUFMAN to back up and defend herself. And when she did, the clinch came right on top of it.
Look at the footwork. Look at the footwork, how she changes it up. Hits the inside trip after the hip toss attempt. Goes directly to the mount. That girl can grapple. Goes right to the armbar. And the persistence. I mean, persistence is the word for this fight. The battle for that arm. Sarah KAUFMAN trying to keep it, and Rousey trying to take it. It was pretty incredible to watch.
KAUFMAN blocked it consistently several times, but every time she did, her base was taken out from her by Ronda by clipping that knee and kicking her over. Ronda Rousey just staying consistent on the armbar the whole time, using her position, sliding her hips around. KAUFMAN wasn't getting out of that hole.
No.
And just once the grip was broken, and you could see Rousey's hips drive into that arm, you knew it was done.
And she plowed through the leverage arm that Sarah KAUFMAN had in the way. Pulled right through that, too. That tells you how strong she is.
And the celebration continues for the undisputed champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. I cannot believe it. 6 pro fights, 6 first-round wins, 6 victories via submission. She is a fighting phenom. She is the bantamweight champion of Strikeforce, and she has Cyborg in her sights. We're going to recap the action here in San Diego in just a moment, but coming up, Saturday, September 15th, we're going to celebrate Mexican Independence Day with guaranteed fireworks, and here's how you can be a part of the festivities.
On Saturday, September 15th, Mexican phenom Canelo Alvarez and hard-hitting spoiler Josecito Lopez will square off in Las Vegas for one of the year's biggest bouts. And Showtime wants you and a friend to be there for the fight and much more. Winner receives 2 round-trip tickets, limo transportation, and 3-night stay in an exclusive MGM Tower suite where you can enjoy the luxurious spa, receive food and beverage credit, and relax in your own cabana by the pool. Then, in addition to great seats for Saturday night's main event, you'll meet the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya, plus the Gigantes in concert Friday, September 14th, featuring Latin pop stars Mark Anthony, Marco Antonio Solis, and Cheyenne. And on Sunday, September 16th, you'll see Grammy-winning Mexican rock band Maná. Just go online to enter at sweeps.sho.com for your chance to see Canelo Lopez September 15th. No purchase necessary. The Canelo Lopez La Ultima Vegas Sweepstakes.